All right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will begin their postseason journey as they play the first game of a best-of-3 Wildcard series against the Kansas City Royals at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back, fellow bird watchers. It's your old pal BW here, and I am ready. Folks, I know I'm on a little bit early. Maybe there aren't too many people here quite yet, but I had to go on a little bit early. It's the postseason, and we've got some things to talk about. For those who might be new to my channel, welcome aboard. I've been calling live Orioles games all season long. I started this channel up in time for this 2024 season, and I have been following every single Orioles game, calling every game, and yeah, what a journey it has been. 91 wins on the season. The Orioles come up short on the division, but hey, it's been a tough season. A lot of injuries, and we had to go through a really tough spell there in the second half. But things finally began to turn around just in time. The final 10 games of the season, the Orioles finished 7-3, a .700 winning percentage. That is very healthy. And it all lined up right along with the return of the bats of Jordan Westburg, Ryan Mountcastle, and Ramon Urias. All three of those names will be in today's starting lineup. We'll be taking a look at that, as well as talking about today's pitching matchup. Folks, yes, there is rain in the Baltimore area. Last I checked, the tarp was taken off the field about 45 minutes ago. So as far as I know, first pitch is still scheduled to be on time, which is 8 minutes after the hour. So we've still got nearly 20 minutes before this thing gets started. I wanted to go on a little bit early. I wanted to relax. I wanted to get settled in, if you guys can understand. And folks, I hope you guys are feeling pumped. This is it. Here's a little more music. Let's see. Charm City Chat, how you doing? Let's just hang out and breathe for a minute. Actually, I need to breathe. Sinuses are already killing me. David in France. Who cares if the Yankees had best regular season division record? I don't care, David. I care more about the head-to-head record, and we're 8-5 against the Yankees, and I'm very happy that the playoff bracket works out to where if we take care of business here, we next take on the Yankees. I don't care if they've got home field advantage. Nothing about Yankee Stadium scares me at this stage. Let's go. Let's see, who else is here in the chat? We got Dylan's Gaming, Matt, Jacob, Frederick, Play-by-Play with JJ. How you doing, JJ? Chilo's in here. Coldest, Aaron, Diecast. All right. Anthony. All right, great. Hello, everybody. Hello. Boy, I hope we get a great turnout today on the channel. I'm a little bit nervous, I have to admit. The final few games last week of the season or so, big trail off in the numbers. I guess that has to do with, I don't know, once the Orioles sort of locked up a postseason berth, maybe people just wanted to take a break. Of course, we've got the NFL on. That probably didn't help with Sunday and college football on Saturday. Who knows? But it's playoff time now. I'm hoping we get a nice big crowd in here. And I hope we play a lot of games. Folks, the playoffs can be as few as 2 games or as many as 22 games. How many games will this Orioles team play in October? I hope it's closer to 22. I'm hoping it's somewhere around 18. I think 18. In fact, I think, what is it? 9. 9 is the magic number for me. I want to play at least 9 games, because 9 games guarantees that we've moved past the division round. And worst case scenario, we're 3 games into the ALCS with some kind of a record. But anyway, Yeah. Today's matchup is Corbin Burnes. Folks, the guy we went out there to get in the winter for this very occasion. We needed an ace. Here he is. By the way, Corbin Burnes, congratulations, folks, if you didn't know. Just won Pitcher of the Month honors for the American League. That's right, Corbin Burnes, your September Pitcher of the Month for the American League. So congratulations to him. Hopefully that gives him just a little bit more of a confidence boost. He knows what his mission is. That is to keep this Royals offense at bay, especially when it comes to allowing base runners, those who can run, to stay off base. Because, man, if there's one thing about Corbin Burnes that gives you a little bit of a heart murmur, it's that inability to hold base runners. And the Kansas City Royals have a couple of guys in their lineup that can be very, very difficult to manage on the bases, particularly Bobby Witt Jr. Folks, let's face it, this series is going to come down to one major factor, probably two major factors. The one that comes to mind first is Bobby Witt Jr. As long as we don't let this guy go ballistic, I think we've got a chance to beat this team. He is an amazing player, one of the best in the league. He does it all. He does it all. But a couple of good pieces of news regarding Bobby Witt Jr. One, the month of September has been his poorest month offensively so far, and it's not even really that close. So perhaps Bobby Witt Jr., I don't think he's the kind of guy that just slumps for a very long time. The guy's hitting, like 330 or something, 332 on the season. But this month of September has been his lowest output in terms of home runs, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, everything across the board. Same goes with Salvador Perez, another big bat in this Royals lineup. He's also had his worst offensive month in the month of September. The Royals themselves, just offensively in September, have not been very good at all. I think their team batting average in the month is just 203. They had a losing record in the month of September. The only thing that's really kept them competitive in that time has been their pitching. The pitching has actually had their strongest month of the season in September. The staff ERA in September for the Royals is just 2.97. That's for the entire staff, under 3 runs. And Cole Ragans has been pretty darn steady all season long. He doesn't grab the kind of headlines that many of the elite starting pitchers out there do, but if you take a look at his numbers, they are pretty damn good. In fact, they're not too far behind Corbin Burnes. He can strike guys out. He's a very good left-handed pitcher, and we're going to have our work cut out for him. Let's take a look at the lineups here, folks. They look like this. Some more music as we chill out here. Oh my goodness, we are 7 minutes away before I turn on the broadcast. Maybe a few minutes earlier. We'll see. All right, so for the Royals, they line up like this. By the way, returning to the Kansas City lineup, it's a bit of a surprise. The guy's been out for about a month, and as early as just yesterday, there was no certainty whether or not he would be available for this series at all. And it was just a matter of whether or not he could take live batting practice. Well, apparently the Royals are going to go ahead and roll the dice as Vinny Pasquantino, their left-handed hitting first baseman, as you can see, despite all the time missed, just 3 RBI shy of 100 on the season. He is an RBI man, and he is batting third in this lineup. Maikel Massey will lead it off for the Royals. He plays second base. Bobby Witt Jr., there he is. He bats second and plays short. Pasquantino will DH and be the number 3 hitter. Salvador Perez will clean up and do the catching. Urias is at first base hitting 5th. MJ Melendez is in left field batting 6th. Tommy Pham, one of the many castaways from the White Sox during the trade deadline, he will be in right field batting 7th. Kyle Isbell's in center field hitting 8th. And finally, Maikel Garcia will bat ninth, and he's one of those guys that knows how to run. He's got 37 stolen bases on the season. Not much of a hitter otherwise. 231 average, 7 home runs. His on-base percentage is below 300. Just got to keep him off base, though, because if you let him on, he's going to turn one base into two between his speed and Burnes' ineffectiveness with the base running game. For the Orioles, we look like this. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Jordan Westburg will play second and bat second. Anthony Santander is in right field hitting third. Ryan Mountcastle, the cleanup hitter today, will be at first base. Adley Rutschman will DH and bat fifth. Colton Cowser will hit sixth and play left field. Ramon Urias is the number 7 hitter at at third base. Cedric Mullins is in center field hitting 8th, and finally James McCann behind the plate batting 9th. Folks, if any of you were on my Discord, probably about an hour after the final out of the games on Sunday, where we found out we were playing the Royals and we'd be getting the lefty Cole Ragans, I sat down and I built a lineup, the lineup that I wanted most to put out there, and guess what? It's exactly the same as the lineup we have here today, minus one difference. And it's a difference that I even pointed out on my post, saying I would assume Brandon Hyde is going to have Gunnar Henderson hit leadoff and have Westburg bat second. But in my lineup, I had Westburg batting first, Gunnar batting second. But everything else in this lineup, 3 through 9, exactly what I had put together myself. I say prediction. I wasn't trying to guess what Brandon Hyde was going to do. I was simply just trying to build the best lineup I thought we could make. And yeah, I had Adley as a DH hitting 5th, McCann catching today, try to help out that run game. I said Cowser and Mullins should both be in, even though they're both lefties, because Austin Slater being a righty bat, it's just not enough for me. But at the same time, Ryan O'Hearn, another lefty bat that, might deserve a chance. That's just one too many lefty bats for me. That's why I had him out of the lineup here. But hey, Ryan O'Hearn coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. You probably see that later on in the game, perhaps for Mountcastle, if they bring in a right-handed pitcher for him. And the same goes for Jackson Holliday. He could potentially pinch hit for Ramon Urias or just be used as a pinch runner. And then, of course, we've got the Octopus, Emmanuel Rivera, and Heston Kjerstad is also on this postseason roster, which I have to admit was a bit of a shock because I was doing the math in my head, and I thought one of these guys needed to be taken off in order for the roster to get cut back down to 26 players. But apparently what had happened over the course of the last week or so of the season was that the Orioles were carrying 14 pitchers and just 12 position players rather than the common 13-13 split. Speaking of that, by the way, Albert Suarez is not on this postseason roster. And folks, don't be alarmed. It's not a slight on Suarez. It's just a signal that the plan is for Albert to start game 1 against the Yankees. If we do make it out of this round, we're going to need somebody that's not Eflin or Burnes or Kramer, if Kramer does have to pitch game 3. If we win both of these first 2 games, Kramer could go ahead and pitch game 1 against New York. But we do have to have a contingency plan, and that plan is if Kramer has to pitch game 3, Albert will be ready to go for game 4. And since we don't want to eat into that potential start, no reason to have him in this bullpen. That's just going to mess up the timing of his potential start on Saturday. All right, it's just a couple of minutes before the top of the hour, folks. First pitch is apparently about 10 minutes away. 4 o'clock start time on the broadcast, but I believe first pitch was listed at 4:08. But right now it's time for me to see if I can get this game up, and right now it's not up. All right, I might have to wait right to the top of the hour for this thing to show up. And I'll wait another minute or 2. Oh, I hope I don't have any problems with that. Ah, boy. Why didn't they save Burnes for New York and play a pitcher who controls running better today? Diecast, we went out to get Burnes to be our ace, And I feel like if we were to tell Corbin, hey, we're not going to start you game one, even though we brought you in to be our ace, simply because you aren't able to control the run game. I think that, if anything, that would probably be a giant hit to his morale and his confidence. We gotta back Burnes. He's going to pitch game one or game two, so you might as well just go ahead and do it now, and that way he will be ready for New York. If we waited till tomorrow to pitch Burnes, it would just delay his ability to. I mean, it's not just ego. I mean, folks, you got to understand, pitchers, they need to feel confident. They do. And some pitchers out there do have a giant ego, and they are a little bit annoying. But in general, it is very important for a pitcher to get out there on the mound feeling confident and feeling like the team is got some belief in him. And with Corbin Burnes, I really feel like he's always thought that this game one, this was his situation. This is his time. We are trying to win. WTF. Yeah, we're trying to win. You okay there, Texas? We're trying to win. I think the lineup looks great. I think the lineup is exactly what we need. We got Corbin Burnes on the mound. I'm happy to see McCann catching, because I feel like if we are going to try to keep this run game of Kansas City's under some amount of control, McCann is the better bet to do so behind the plate. Not to mention that McCann has been crushing the ball lately. Yeah, I get it, Outlaw Mark, but again, if he's not pitching game one, he's pitching game two. So he's going to pitch one of the two games. Even if the Orioles were to get swept in two games, Burnes is going to pitch one of them. So whether he does it today or tomorrow, it doesn't really matter in terms of the fact that 2 days from now, he's going to have pitched. We just got to hope to get the best from him today and try to limit some base runners. And our offense needs to come through. Our offense needs to do their part here as well. And Cole Ragans is a tough cookie. All right, let me try to get this back up again. We did get to Ragans. If you guys remember, when we played the Royals in Kansas City on the reverse series, maybe about two or 3 weeks into the season, Ragans had one of his worst starts of the season. Where is my game here? It is 2 minutes after the hour. Where's my game? Why isn't it coming up? I mean, if it's 5 minutes before first pitch, then I guess 1 more minute to wait. If not, I got to start scrambling for a backup plan. Oh, yeah. These aren't arguments. I mean, I hope I don't sound argumentative. I'm just trying to explain what the rationale is with going with Burnes here today. If I misinterpreted your comment, my apologies. Yeah, this is why, David, I wanted Westburg to lead off. I just think Westburg is the kind of guy that knows how to work a count. That very first batter of the game, he's hitting from the right-hand side against the lefty Ragans. I just feel like that very first at-bat, he could set a tone, work a deep count, and then if he gets on base, then he got somebody on base for Gunnar Henderson, which isn't a bad thing. But we got Gunnar leading off, and we'll see how that goes. All right. 3 minutes after. Let's try this again. Come on now. What is going on here? Where's the game? Where is the ball game? I'm going to have to go to a backup plan, which would really stink, because that backup plan usually means I'm going to be behind several seconds than usual. And for a playoff game, that's making me very, very unhappy. But I'm going to have to get that up here on standby just in case. Come on. Come on. All right, so there's the game. ESPN is doing this. Ben McDonald is in the ESPN broadcast booth. So nice. We've got Ben McDonald there representing. So the game is up over here. I'm just clueless as to how far behind this is going to be. Folks, if there ever was a day to make sure you got your game synced up with me, today is the day. Hopefully you're able to watch this on some sort of cable or satellite provider that allows you to just pause whatever you're watching and then unpause. That's the way to do it. If you're ahead of me, just pause your game, allow me to catch up, make the call of whatever last action in the game that you just saw, and then as soon as I'm done calling it, unpause your game, and then we'll be synced up for the rest of the day. Folks, I can't express enough when it comes to spoilers in the chat today and for the rest of the postseason. That is a giant no-no. Folks, if you do spoil something, you're going to be immediately put into a timeout, and if you do it more than once, we're going to have to remove you from the chat. Nothing personal. It's just you will be spoiling moments that we've been waiting all season for everybody else here. So, okay, I will allow that spoiler, David. The Orioles are going to win. That spoiler I shall allow. But other than that, if somebody hits a home run, the last thing for you to be doing is to just immediately type into the chat HR. Just hang in there for a sec. Allow me to give you that great home run call and then celebrate to your heart's content. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know what's going on with my regular. We're going to have to go with the backup plan here, folks. Cole Ragans is... all right, they're in commercial here. Man, oh man, I hope I'm not too far behind. Folks, as soon as I get an idea where I'm at in the ballgame after the commercial, I'll let you know, and let's try to get this all synced up together. Right now I'm watching a commercial for, well, it was Dairy Queen. Now I got Sam Elliott doing a commercial. My final score prediction is Orioles 5, Royals 1. There, I said it. I think the Orioles will get to Ragans for 2 runs. He'll go about 6 innings, but then we're going to score 3 runs late against their bullpen. And of those 3 runs, we're going to hit our only home run of the game. Those are all the facts. I can't give you more than that. Oh, but what I can do right now is this. Folks, you might have noticed something missing so far. Don't worry, I've got it ready to go. All right, the hat. Folks, I have only been wearing the hat for all the games, and I started doing that right when we turned things around and went 7-3 down the stretch. That 7-3 record, it's not because of Jordan Westburg's return. It's not because of anything other than the hat. The hat. I'm just kidding, of course. Is that game now final already? Tigers won 3-0. I know that was the score. Is that game already over? I'm not sure if that game's already over. Folks, we're just one person shy of 100 people in the chat, and we haven't even gotten this game started yet. There's a look at Utah Street. And speaking of Utah Street, folks, this might be a little bit of cringe, but... today or yesterday's off day, I spent it writing a song. That's right. I've got a song for our postseason here. And let's see if I can bring it up out of the way over here. I don't want it spoiled here. Folks, you know I like to sing, right? Let's see if I can nail this. So... folks, the Orioles postseason song, a parody song sung to the 80s one-hit wonder classic by Madness, Our House. All right, you guys, all you got to do is get the chorus down, okay? I'll handle the verses. Is this game about to get started? Okay, we'll look at that later. Here we go, folks. This game's about to get started. Corbin Burnes with Maikel Massey at the plate. The postseason is underway. First pitch of the ball game is a called strike. We'll go over that song in the next half inning. I can't wait for you guys to check it out. I don't know what happened here with the presentation, but things are looking a little strange. Here's a ball hit into left center field, and that ball is going to drop in. A dunk shot to left field by Maikel Massey, and just like that, Kansas City have a base runner. One batter, one on for Kansas City, and Bobby Witt Jr. coming up. Here we go, folks. Here's where we start to have the anxiety levels begin to creep up. Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate. One of the toughest outs. One of the most dangerous players in the league right here. First pitch to him is fouled away. Nice location by Burnes, knee high on the outside corner. Again, we faced Bobby Witt Jr. in a couple of 3-game series back in April, long time ago, but we did a pretty good job at holding him from being going crazy on us. Nice second pitch by Burnes to get ahead 0-2 on a sweeper. 0-2 the count right now on Bobby Witt Jr. with the leadoff man Maikel Massey standing at first base. Packed house here at the ballpark, as you would expect. Massey gets a throw over from Burnes to check on him. He's back in. Plenty of orange in the crowd. Postseason baseball, folks. The 0-2 to Witt, and that ball is popped up right-hand side. Long run for Santander. Long run out for Westburg. He makes the catch on a dead sprint toward the foul line. Coming into your picture at the last moment, Jordan Westburg with a huge first out of the ball game. He retires Bobby Witt on one of those balls hit down the line that can sometimes be trouble. Here's Vinny Pasquantino now, and he is back after a fractured thumb suffered back on August 29th. He has not had a rehab assignment or anything. They are throwing him right back into the mix here. And he takes a look at a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Pasquantino with a .262 average on the season, and despite missing a month, he racked up 97 RBI. So he is an RBI man. And another bat we've got to worry about here. I don't know how good he's going to be. He's going to pop this one up the center field. This should be a can of corn for said Mullins. He's got it. 2 down. Pasquantino retired. That'll bring up Salvador Perez. And, folks, once you get past this part of the order, the top 4, the bottom 5, a whole lot easier. I think that's where the Orioles have the advantage. Kansas City, pretty good lineup, top 4. You got Sally Perez up right now. He had 104 RBI on the season, leading all catchers, 27 home runs. First pitch to him is a called strike, bottom of the zone. Might even been an inch, half inch below the zone, but Burnes gets the call. Folks, are you guys way ahead of me watching this? I hope you're able to adjust, but let me know if I'm extremely far behind, please. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground hard, but right to Urias. He jumps up and throws to second for the force. Nice play by Ramon. It's all in the reflexes. Folks.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Yeah, see, all right, well, let me check on this other website here and see if it's back up. Yeah, folks, you're just going to have to adjust. I hope you have the ability to. I hope you have the ability to adjust. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. Oh, they don't want your boy to watch this game on MLB TV. I hope it's not like this through the whole postseason. Yeah, folks. Robert, ESPN2. You have it like you have a remote, right? Have you ever just paused anything you're watching while you're watching it? Whether it's something live or something taped. Folks, I might need your help in the Charm City chat to help explain this to other people here as they come in. Again, it's very, very important just for all of our experience. I don't want you guys getting spoiled and then potentially spoiling the chat. I want us all to be synced up. But, yeah. Me behind is better than me ahead? Okay. Yeah, folks, again, just to quickly explain, if you're watching this in a 21st century style environment where you got a digital television and you're watching the game off of some sort of digital cable or satellite provider on your remote, you ought to be able to hit pause and just unpause as soon as, let's say for this bottom of the first, Gunnar Henderson's going to lead off. Whatever happens, whether he gets a base hit, whether he makes an out, whatever the result of this at-bat is, you can go ahead and watch it if you're ahead of me. But as soon as that result has made itself known, pause it right then and there. And then allow me to catch up, make that call, unpause your game. Then you're set for the rest of the game. All right? I just wish I had a way of explaining this throughout the ball game, because I'm going to assume that more and more people are going to show up as the game goes on. But for now, we are about to get ready for the bottom of the first. Gunnar Henderson set to lead it off. Jordan Westburg and Anthony Santander to follow. Folks.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Here we go. Ragans versus Gunnar. And the first pitch is right on the outside black at 97 for strike one. .281 average, 37 homers, and 92 RBI. That's where Gunnar winds up on the regular season. 0-2 pitch is low and away. 1-2 the count. They say Reagan's best pitch is his changeup. It's very effective. Looks just like the fastball. Same window, same release. There's a fastball up and in, and Henderson fights it off to stay alive in this at-bat. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes still on Gunnar. Well, Robert, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. This pitch is fouled away. There's nothing I can do about it. Unfortunately, my typical source for the ball games is not doing what it's supposed to. I mean, do I have to pay extra for postseason stuff? Gunnar Henderson, oh, he pops it up. Right side into the shallow right field grass. The second baseman has to step back toward the infield a little bit. Massey makes the catch. Maikel Massey catches a pop-up to second by Gunnar Henderson to lead off the ball game. I wanted Westburg to hit lead off, but, you know. That's fine. Here we go. Westburg's coming up right now.
Well, West is that way.
First pitch to him. Come on, man. That pitch was inside. Westburg raised his arms as if to say, yeah, that's inside, but the umpire calls it a strike. Come on, man. You did not call that a strike, right? Okay, 1-1. That pitch was low and outside. Don't do my boy Westy like that. 1-1 pitch. That one is swung on a missed. Heater on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Game 1 of the wild card round. The 1-2 is hit in the air and fouled off to the right. I wish I could get a nice panoramic view of the ballpark, but I haven't had a chance to see that yet. But I'm assuming there is not an empty seat in the house. The next 1-2 is called strike 3, and that pitch was inside. So 2 called strikes in the at-bat. 1 is outside, 1 is inside. And this umpire can...
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Anthony Santander at the plate. That's a called strike. It's high. Hey, Blue. It's the playoffs, you son of a... Popped foul and out of play. 0-2 on Santander.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
We didn't work this hard for your stupid ass to make a bunch of shitty calls. Let's go. The 0-2 pitch, popped foul and out of play. You got 2 elite pitchers out there, ump. Make them earn their strikes. You don't need to give them extra. You better give Burnes the same treatment. That pitch is up and away. I don't recall Burnes getting any calls like that. That pitch is up and away. 1-2 the count on Santander. Folks, get them taters up in the chat, why don't you? The 1-2. Swung on, popped up, and out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 16 pitches so far in the first for Ragans. So the Orioles are seeing some pitches here. 1-2 is a check swing, and Tony did not go. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Again, down right field side and shallow, near the foul line. Massey makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles go 1-2-3. They do make Ragans throw, 18 pitches. So that's 6 pitches per batter on average. That's good. That's a good sign that we're working counts. Just nothing happening results-wise in the first. And, of course, this umpire not exactly helping things either. We go to the second inning scoreless in Baltimore. All right, let me take a look. If I can open this other stream up yet again. Why are they doing this to me? Why? Yeah, it's just not working. I don't know why. All right, folks. Here's our playoff theme song. I better drink some coffee and get the throat ready. Sung to the tune of Our House by Madness. This is the O's house. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, come on. It's one of my favorite 80s songs. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest. And Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burnes paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Our house in the mid of Utah Street. Our house in the mid of Utah. Our house, we have a ball. There's always something splashing up near our big-ass left field wall. BW's on the call. Careful, he might sing again and ruin it for all. Our house In the middle of Utah Street, our house. In the middle of Utah, our house. In the middle of Utah Street, our house. In the middle of a... And I remember every time seeing that would catch a ball with his own hat. What the hell's that? That's insane. In the membrane. And I remember said, getting called a bum by someone here in Charm City chat. Better take that back. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest. And Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burnes paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Our house in the middle of Utah Street. Come on, Charm City chat. Our house in the middle of Utah. All right, folks. That's the song. What do you think? I wrote that yesterday. 0-2 the count on Yuli Gurriel. That's right. It's our house. I figured a good song considering this playoff series is in our house. Have you seen our house? Excuse me. Have you seen our house? Come on, folks. On a score from 1 to 10, how do you rate my parody song? Come on, be honest. I can take the tough American Idol crowd. Swing and a miss. Corbin Burnes strikes out Yuli Gurriel to begin the second.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So Maikel's the only one that just wants to dump on it. Everybody else loves it. Oh, Vonnie as well. Why -4? Why, of all the negative numbers, why that one? I'm interested in the thought process. MJ Melendez at the plate. He looks at ball 1. Hit just .206 on the regular season, 17 home runs. See, folks, this is what I'm talking about. For those of you out there that enjoy a good time and don't have a problem with people singing, you all loved it. And then you got people out there, copyright issue. Maikel, I'm not worried about it, all right? Is that the reason you gave it a -4? Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-1 on Melendez. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second. Okay. This ball is swung on and missed. The count even up at 2-2. MJ Melendez. Just a .206 average. And not very good defensively either. Young player for the Royals. They are expecting a lot out of this guy in his career. He goes after one and hits it to left center field. Mullins is in the right spot. He backpedals a couple of feet in front of the track. Probably a couple of feet. Probably. For out number 2. So it's not a bright, sunny afternoon here in Baltimore. It is a gray, overcast day, but that means no shadows are in play here on this late afternoon start. So advantage to the hitters, I would say. Tommy Pham coming up here with 2 down. And he grounds one off to the right-hand side. Prolly. The Greaseman. I knew I had a good parody song as soon as I went with Adley wears his all-star best. A nod to Adley Rutschman in his pirate shirt. I used the same meter. I really tried to use as many of the same phrases from the real song. I worked on it, folks. Here's a pop-up to second base. Westburg's got it, and this inning is over. Folks, we head to the bottom of the second. No score. Middle of the order coming up. Mountcastle, Rutschman, and the Milkman. The mustache line was poetic. All right, folks, I'm going to sing it one more time during this commercial because I want you guys to pick up on the lyrics. And when we get to the Our House chorus, I want you guys to be singing along with me, okay? I can't hear you, but I'm just going to imagine that you're doing it. One more sip of coffee. All right, this is the song, folks. This is our playoff song. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest, and Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burnes paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Come on, folks. Our house in the mid of Utah Street. Our house in the mid of Utah. Our house, we have a ball. There's always something splashing up near our big-ass left field wall. BW's on the call. Careful, he might sing again and ruin it for all. Our house in the middle of Utah Street. Our house in the middle of Utah. And I remember when every time Cena would catch a ball with his own hat. What the hell's that? That was insane. And I remember said, getting called a bum by someone here in Charm City chat. You better take that back. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest. And Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burnes paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Why am I looking at Detroit and Houston right now? Is this a highlight? Why am I looking at Detroit and Houston? Get back to my ball game. So that game is final. Oh, top of the 7th. Top of the 7th. Scooble is shutting down the Astros. All right, here we go, folks. Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
First pitch is a broken bat into right center field, and that ball is going to be caught on a sliding grab by Tommy Pham. The cameraman was looking at the center fielder the whole time, so we didn't get a really good look at this catch. But Tommy Pham makes a sliding grab of this broken bat ball into the outfield by Ryan Mountcastle. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. Yeah, Pham was with the White Sox, David. He's one of the many White Sox castaways during the trade deadline back in late July. Here's Adley Rutschman, folks.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
That is a called strike. One ball, 1 strike to Rutschman. Swing and a miss. Fastball jammed him up and in. It caught that top corner of the zone. Rutschman's batting average since June has been below 200. He ended June hitting 294 and ends the season hitting 250. Swing and a miss on the pitch in the dirt. They will throw to first base to complete this out, and Rutschman is down on strikes. 2 down here for the Orioles here in the second, as Cole Ragans and Corbin Burnes are doing exactly what I was expecting them to do. Be in control here. Cole Ragans, by the way, finished second in the American League in strikeouts. He had 223. Here's the milkman. Line drive, base hit into right field. Colton Cowser goes after a high fastball and pulls it into right field through the hole between first and second, and the Orioles have their first postseason hit. Come on, folks. Look at Cowser jumping on that pitch. All right, folks. Ramon Urias is up, and he goes after the first pitch. This one, though, is going to be caught out there in left field by Melendez to win the inning. Well, we're tied at 1 hit apiece. Serving up that round meat. Now everybody's got their own lyrics. I love it. I come up with something fun and creative, and now everyone wants to top it. Oh, I got a better... You know, you could move a couple of these words around. I mean, folks, first of all, I haven't had a whole lot of practice just trying to sing it. I've got the lyrics up here, and I'm just reading them off. Doing my best to try to match the pacing of the song there. Fun, folks, fun. Skubal is hurt. Wow. Well, he's already gotten through at least 6 innings, right? But that is major news for the Tigers. What? That's not a joke. Sir, first of all, to write that all in caps and joke about somebody being injured, Tony, we got to do better than that, okay? That's awful. That's, I'm not going to sit here and, like, completely change my tone. I'm feeling in a good mood right now. But, yeah, no tolerance for that, man. We don't wish harm on any players. We certainly don't joke about it if it didn't happen. That's not cool. All right, I think everybody else here in the chat understands. And again, Anthony, I'm not trying to, like, point you out and, you know, throw tomatoes at you in the town square. Just, you know, you made a boo-boo, and hopefully, you know, going forward, you understand that's just not something that's good to do. You're welcome to hang out and enjoy the rest of the ball game. All right, buddy? Well, he's pitching just fine. I mean, he shut the Astros out through, 6 innings plus? And it's just making me feel more and more happy about the fact that we're not facing him today. We're still facing a tough lefty here, but Skubal has been the cream of the crop this season. Here we go, folks, top of the third. First batter here is Kyle Isbell. And he takes a curveball off the plate for ball 1. Isbell, a left-handed batter, plays center field. Not much of a hitter, 229 average, 8 home runs on the season. He hits one on the ground, second base on 1 bounce. Westburg with an easy toss to first. 1 away in the third. Burnes is only on 24 pitches. So he only needed about 22 to get through the first 2 innings. And has got the first out here on just 2 pitches in the second. So he is being very economical. You like to see that. He's definitely got Ragans beat in the pitch count department right now. Here's a first pitch strike to the number 9 man, Maikel Garcia. Garcia, 231 average, OPS just 614. Doesn't give you a whole lot of pop, but what he does give you is speed. So you want to keep him off the base. And that ball's served into center field, but right at Mullins. Right at said Mullins. He's standing right in the path of that baseball. Perfectly positioned for out number 2. So Burnes has pitched through the first 9 batters. He's gone through the entire lineup on just 26 pitches. That's averaging less than 3 pitches per batter. You can't be more economical than that, folks. Massey at the plate. He looks at a curveball outside. He led off the ball game with a base hit. Since then, Burnes has been untouchable. Only 1 strikeout hasn't been needed. This ball's hit on the line down in the corner right field side. It's foul. Foul ball down there in that little hidden triangle there in the right field corner. 1-1 the count. Of course, folks, now that we're in the playoffs, it's a 6-man umpire crew. You got the typical 4 men around the horn in the infield, but then you got a couple of more umpires down the left and right field lines. This pitch is low, 2-1 on Massey. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the third, scoreless ball game in game 1 of this very important wild card round. That ball's fouled away off to the right. First base side. Mountcastle picked up the ball and touched the bag. Mountcastle was under the impression that this ball was fair. It looked foul straight off the bat, but if there's English on it, maybe it hit foul and then got fair again before getting to the bag. Let's see here. I mean, yeah, it definitely goes foul off of the line, but no, it's not fair. It's not a fair ball. I don't know what they were looking at there. All right, Michael Massey with a 2-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And the pitch swung on, hit on the right-hand side again. On a bounce to Westburg, another short toss, and this inning is over. Corbin Burnes is absolutely cruising. We have got a pitching duel on our hands here, folks. Bottom of the third, no runs on 1 hit for both sides. But we've got the home field advantage. It's our turn to hit. And we'll have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up. Mullins, McCann, and back to Gunnar Henderson. Folks, how you doing? Might be time for a lucky. Can you play your song for 7th inning stretch? Well, on 7th inning stretch, we've got our own song here at home.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
I'm not about to break that tradition. I'll tell you what, why don't we win this ball game today, and then we can sing the song I made for the whole rest of the post-game celebration, and then tomorrow we'll be singing it more, and if we can take this series, we'll be using this song for plenty. That's the hope. In our house, have you seen our house? Hey, Fitzy, how you doing, my friend? Glad to have you aboard. We have got a duel here. We have got a duel. Typically, when I'm on my regular MLB TV package, during commercial breaks, it just cuts to a screen saying commercial break in progress. But now using my backup plan here, I'm actually seeing commercials. And every single one of them is attempting to be humorous, and none of them are funny. Who finds any of these commercials funny? I don't know. They're just very, very not funny. Anyway. Hey, Maikel, I'm doing great. I mean, look at me. It's 3:42 a.m. and it feels like 2 in the afternoon to me right now. We are playing playoff baseball here in downtown Baltimore. Packed crowd. Burnes on the mound, looking good. All right, folks, let's get started here. It is the bottom of the third. Seth Mullins, first pitch, he goes after it, hits it to right field, onto the warning track, at the wall, and that ball's going to bounce off the wall. Mullins, I hope you're running. He's barely going to get into second base. Come on, Sed. If you're running hard all the way, you might be thinking about 3 on a ball like that. But, folks, we'll take it. A leadoff double by Mullins.
Well said, now you know what to do.
And turn on the sprinklers. All right, folks. In a matchup like this, I know McCann can lay down a bunt. But James, please just try to maybe hit the ball in the air to the right side, hit it on the ground to the right side. We got to get Mullins to third. By the way, the Royals are very good at stopping the run game. They've allowed the fewest amount of stolen bases, I believe, of any team in the league. And the next fewest isn't even that close. So stealing bases in this series for us may be a bit of a challenge. We got a 1-0 count on McCann here.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
And the next pitch is swung on a miss. Looked like a changeup just off the plate outside at 84 miles an hour. McCann's ended his season very strong. He had a couple of home runs in Minnesota. Here's a breaking ball that drops in there. Curveball at 80 miles an hour for strike 2. Again, McCann, we've got a duel going on here. We got the leadoff man at second base. Opportunities like this may be few and far between in a game like this. We got to play some fundamental ball. Get that guy over. Bare minimum, get him over. This pitch is high. 2-2 the count. Folks. Mullins takes his lead from second. The pitch. Swung on, hit hard, but foul. Third base side. McCann squared this one up just a little bit out in front of it. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, Charm City chat. Looks like we got a nice crowd showing up here. Whoop. Sorry for the double bugle. That interrupted the next pitch as McCann fouls a breaking ball away. It's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out with Ced Mullins at second base in a scoreless ball game. Every run so important, especially in Game 1 in a pitching matchup like this. The 2-2 is in the dirt. Full count. Full count, folks. Everybody's welcome to be here, folks. You just have to be a civil, charming person and not a complete and utter douchebag. That's all you got to do. Here we go. Payoff pitch, number 9 pitch of the sequence, and McCann loses his bat on a swing and a miss. That was ugly. That bat lands all the way down into the Royals tunnel. Good Lord. All right, folks. It's going to be up to Gunnar Henderson to try to do something here after McCann is unable to move the runner up. Come on, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
No spoilers, please. We might have to go over here for a minute. Rally screen time. This ball's hit on the ground, first base side on the first pitch, and taking it to the bag unassisted is Urias for out number 2. Ced Mullins is able to move up to third base, but there's 2 out now, and it's going to take a 2-out knock by Jordan Westburg to get something out of this inning. Come on, Westy.
Well, West is that way.
Folks, sometimes we like to hang out here on the sub screen. It brings us good luck. By the way, we're only 7 subs away from... Westburg gets into one to left. Come on, keep going back. That ball's going to be caught on the track. That's at least a double in every other ballpark in the bigs. That's at least a double in every other ballpark in the bigs. Jordan Westburg flies out to that deep left field of ours. He hit it hard. He hit it far. And if there were just 0 or 1 outs in the inning, Mullins can walk home. Unfortunately, there are 2 out. And we come up empty. My goodness. Yeah, folks, nothing yet on the board, but some promising at-bats. Some good swings, good contact. I'm hoping it's just a matter of time, folks. I would say right now our team looks closer to breaking this open than the Royals are. So hang in there, folks. Hang in there. Hey, folks, if you are watching along, come on. We got a commercial break right now. Anybody in the Charm City chat willing to maybe try to convince some of our new viewers out there about subscribing and maybe hit a nice little goal here, get to 2,300? A nice round number. I'm a big fan of round numbers. It's one of those OCD things, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, hit the like button as well if you haven't done that. Thank you so much. I really do want to get that sub count up, folks, because the final week of the season, very, very small numbers. I was hoping to be on a pace to get to 2,500 by the end of the postseason. There's a long way to go. So let's at least get to 2,300 and get this goal down to 200 or less. There is one more person, and thank you so much. So here's what happens when you do that. I say this.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I really do. And for everybody else,
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
And here's the deal. If you do sign up today, you got a free gift.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I mean, can you beat that? Can you really beat that deal, folks? I don't think so. All right. Top of the fourth. It is Bobby Witt Jr. time. Please keep him off the base. First pitch is a called strike from Burnes. Bobby Witt Jr. flew out his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. That ball swung on, hit in the air, right-hand side, foul ground. Burnes is trying to get a catch, but it's going to be Ryan Mountcastle to do it. He makes the catch just a couple of steps in front of Brandon Hyde there near the dugout railing. So a nice, easy way to retire Bobby Witt Jr. A foul pop-up leading off the inning. Folks, outs like that are not going to make a highlight package, but that is a huge out to get Bobby Witt leading off an inning with a foul pop-up. One down, here's Vinny Pasquantino, 0 for 1. Yeah, Burnes really did want that, didn't he? That's a called strike to Vinny. 0-1 on him. Still 3-0 Tigers in the top of the eighth. And the only other game going on right now. The Mets and Brewers will be getting started here in about 40 minutes, I think. And then later on, the Padres are going to be playing, who is it? The Braves out west. 1-1 pitch to Pasquantino was outside. That's probably the worst pitch of the day for Burnes. That was a foot off the plate. And the count is 2-1 here. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss, and Vinny Pasquantino chased a pitch way inside. 2-2 the count. One out, nobody on in the top of the fourth, scoreless ball game. The 2-2 from Burnes. Swing, and I thought he might have gotten a miss on it, but he does foul it off Pasquantino to keep the count at 2-2. And the next offering is swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Vinny. Hey, Vinny. How about you take a... Hey, yo, Vinny, I got a message for you, huh?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down for Salvador Perez. Burnes is about to throw just his 40th pitch. And Perez gets into one high in the air to left. This one should stay in the yard. And finally, that giant left field works out for us. This one's just shy of the track. But Colton Cowser is there to make the catch and end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score in this pitching duel between Cole Ragans and Corbin Burnes. 3 hits combined between these two teams through 7 frames of baseball. It's time for a special lucky, folks. Or not a special one, a regular one. This lucky break is brought to you by Dickens Cider. Folks, nothing beats a nice, cool beverage this time of year. And if you like a beverage that don't taste like beer, may I suggest a cold, refreshing bottle of hard apple cider made by the Dickens family. The Dickens family has been making top shelf cider products for generations. So if it's quality you like, folks, might I suggest Dickens cider, available now at your local grocer. All right. Yeah, Michael, that's the thing. After what happened to us last season, getting swept, especially with the home field advantage and both games at home, we just absolutely got beat. It means so much to win this first game in front of the home crowd and set a tone for this playoffs. I mean, that's it. We win today. We've already, even though we're a round behind where we started last year, we're already more successful than last year. We've got a postseason win. All right, folks, bottom of the fourth coming up, Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
First pitch to him is inside for ball one. Tony, of course, batting right-handed today, at least to begin the day, against the lefty Cole Ragans. 0 for 1 so far. There's a big breaking ball. Started outside and stayed there. And the count 2-0. 2-0 on Tony. I like that count. And the next pitch is pop fouling out of play. 2-1. Folks, because this game is so far behind, I don't want any spoilers. We're going to hang out on the subscreen again for a potential rally. I will get that information back on the screen for you and give you the call and keep you up to date. Don't you worry. We got a 2-1 count, and that pitch is laid off upstairs. 3-1. 3-1. That's right, folks. Take a look at the chair. It's brand new. I haven't really christened it yet, if you know what I mean, but maybe after the season's over. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Tony with a big cut on a pitch that was just above the top of the zone, and the count goes full. Yeah, the pitch count yeah, that's what we're working on here. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Still 3-2. Tony looking for his pitch. The next offering from Ragans is swung on and missed. Oh, a nasty cutter above the zone. Tony chased what would have been ball 4. And Ragans has 4 strikeouts already through 3 1/3. 1 down. And that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
Mounty gets a big breaking ball that finds the bottom of the zone for strike 1. He is 0 for 1 so far today. Base is empty, 1 out, in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a terrible pitch low and away. Oh, Mounty looked like he was swinging at a piñata blindfolded here. Not a good cut at all. How do you recover? You're 0-2. Hang in there, Mounty. He fouls this one away and loses the bat. No, he held on to the bat. We got that weird umpire POV shot for that last pitch. Mountcastle fouls it off. It's still 0-2. And this next pitch is swung on and missed. A breaking ball, low and away. Mountcastle, that has been his hole in his swing. Those low and away pitches. It's been a problem for him. He strikes out here, and that's 5 strikeouts now. Still only in the 3rd inning for Ragans. Adley up next.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
We need to get somebody on base here. First pitch to Rutschman is up and in for ball 1. Just missing the top corner on the inside there. Did Ragans. Adley struck out his first time up. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's hit in the air to left field, but it's going to be a routine fly ball. Melendez makes the catch, and this inning is over. Folks, this game is flying by. We are not 50 minutes into this game, and we're already into the 5th inning. No score in Baltimore. Oh, boy. The deeper this game goes, the more intense it's going to be. And the more you have to think whoever scores first is likely going to win this thing. Probably. You know? Keep it up, Corbin. Keep it up. Hey, by the way, if you didn't hear it at the top of the show, Corbin Burnes, a round of applause for him. He did win the American League September Pitcher of the Month award. So good on Burnes. Not a bad time to get that honor. The final month of the season, just before you're getting ready for the playoffs. You're being told you're the best. Well, so far today, he has looked like a guy that deserves the award. The deeper it goes, the more intense it gets. I know, Shoeless Joe, you can apply that same sentiment to many situations. Speaking of that, hey, Erica, are you around? Where's my number 1 hun? Erica. By the way, I don't see Jackson Holiday anywhere in the dugout, so that might explain something. That might explain something. Erica got the role as physical therapist for the Orioles in the clubhouse. Physical therapy is her specialty. Here we go. Top of the 5th. Holy cow. Here we go. First pitch is swung on and missed. Who's up to hit? We'll head back over here. Urias. 31 strikes, 10 balls. That is the makeup of the 41 pitches so far by Burnes. Make it 11 balls as this pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gurriel. Burnes struck him out his first time up back in the 2nd. This pitch is in there. Called a strike. 97 on the cutter. Oh, make that a sinker. At the bottom of the zone. 1-2 the count. And this next pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. That was the cutter. Yeah, warming up. That's the euphemism you want to use. Okay. The 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit into left center field and get down for a leadoff single. The Royals have their second hit of the day. Both teams now with 2. And unfortunately for us, it's the leadoff man. The good news is Gurriel, I don't think, has much speed to him at all. So despite the fact that Burnes is holding base runners, that Achilles heel of his shouldn't come into play with Gurriel at first. Here's Melendez at the plate. He goes after the first pitch. Line drive caught by Mountcastle at first. Did he tag the bag for 2? Yes, he did. A double play, and I love it. Folks, Ryan Mountcastle, look at this. A diving catch, and it brought him right to the base. We double off the runner. And just like that, base is empty, 2 down. Ryan Mountcastle, get some. Pitching and defense, folks. That might be what we need to win this game. We just got to figure out a way to get a run or 2 on the board here. Tommy Pham up next. And he fouls one away. Oh, what a huge play there by Mountcastle. He did not hesitate for a second. As soon as he caught that ball, he's like, let me turn around and try and double up this guy. Next pitch from Burnes is low and outside. 1-1 the count on Tommy Pham, who's 0 for 1. The 1-1 is at the bottom of the zone, called strike 2. And the Oriole fans here are making plenty of noise. 2 strikes, 2 out, and the fans are on their feet, folks. The fans are on their feet. You got to love postseason baseball. 2 strikes on the batter, the pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Oh, I love to see it. I love it when everybody's locked in the crowd. Support these O's. Shut these Royals down. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. On a sweeper, low and away. Burnes strikes him out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Corbin Burnes has pitched 5 shutout innings, 2 hits, and I believe nary a walk, with 3 strikeouts so far. This game is half over, at least if it doesn't go into extras. Still scoreless. My goodness, what's happening down at the dance club? I need to just take a load off here.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
This is great iced tea.
Folks,
we're on a mission from God.
Don't you forget it. All right. All right. The Orioles aren't on over-the-air TV in Baltimore. Is that true, folks? The people in the Baltimore area not have a way to watch the game unless they... What is this, ESPN 2? Unbelievable. You're gonna deprive... I mean, it's a sold-out game. Isn't that how it works? I mean, if you sell out a game, then open up the game to everybody else. We can't all attend. We packed the yard for you. Let everybody else have a way to watch the ball game. Come on now. Well, folks, at least you got me. Hey, Masson, no bueno. Birdwatcher channel, muy bueno. Muy bueno. Right. Gotcha, Janet. That's just not acceptable to me in a playoff and at playoff time. You got 6 months worth of revenue you can make doing it that way with regular season games. All right, here we go, folks. Colton Cowser leading it off in the bottom of the fifth. He takes a pitch low and outside for ball one. Folks, get those cows up quick. Cowser with a base hit today already. The 1-0 is hit on the ground, right-hand side to the first baseman, Gurriel. He'll beat Cowser to the bag for the unassisted putout, one away. My goodness. Please let us score first today. Come on. Here comes Ramon Urias. I heard he had a brother.
I have a brother.
He takes inside for ball one. Ramon is 0 for 1.
I have a brother.
The 1-0 is pop foul and out behind home plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. 53 pitches so far for Ragans in the fifth. He's gotten his pitch count back under control pretty good. And that is not good news for us. The 1-1 pitch. That one's up and away. 2-1. That's right. Ramon Urias isn't heavy.
I have a brother.
He just has a brother. The 2-1 pitch. Taken, called a strike, and that was borderline. It might have just touched the inside corner. I would expect us to be getting calls like this. I would hope. 2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth, no score. And this is a curveball fouled at the plate. Still 2-2. I'll say this. Ragans so far is racking up the strikeouts as he is inclined to do. He's second in the league on the season with strikeouts. But 2-2 pitch. Another ball with the bat hit. He loses the bat. That ball gets away. It's overplayed by Melendez. Urias will hit second base and stop there. Folks, I might have mentioned it at the top of the show. MJ Melendez defensively is a liability. And when I saw that he was going to be playing in our left field, I was very, very happy about it. MJ Melendez makes an absolute meal out of this fly ball. And Ramon Urias is on at second base. I think they're going to give him a double, so let's go ahead and splash it up. Oops, wrong one. Where are you at? They give him a double. Here's Ced Mullins now. Come on, Ced.
Well, Ced, now you know what
Ced
to
lifts
do.
one in the air. That ball is going to drop down for a base hit. Urias hits third, and he will stop there. The Orioles with first and third, 1 out. Folks, we're going to the subscreen. It's rally time. Folks, get some new subscribers in. You want to see the Orioles rally? Get 6 new subscribers in right now. Get to 2,300, and I guarantee you the Orioles are going to take the lead. That's right. That's my marketing gimmick. First and third, folks. Come on. James McCann is due up next. Meeting on the mound for the Royals.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Folks, if you're watching, just come on aboard. You won't regret it. The crowd is making a lot of noise. Can James McCann come through here? Normally not the guy we lean on for offense, but he has been swinging a hot bat lately, and we need him to do it again right here. First pitch is swung on and missed as he was out in front of that changeup. That's the best pitch Ragans has. It is very difficult for batters to pick up on the off speed. It looks just like the fastball. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Up and in, and McCann went after it and missed it. It's 0-2. Oh, boy. McCann, take your time out and think about it, friend. Take your time out and think about it. 1 out with that runner at third. You got to make contact, my friend. The 0-2, he swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt. My goodness. 3 pitches. And Cole Ragans absolutely dominated James McCann in this at-bat. 2 down in the inning. It's going to be up to Gunnar Henderson to come out with the big 2-out hit. Please, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Please, Gunnar. Oh, my goodness. In a scoreless game, pitching duel, runner at third, less than 2 out. You got to get him in. The first pitch to Henderson is at the bottom of the zone, called a strike. Man, Ragans is a good pitcher. He knows how to get ahead of batters, and he knows how to put them away. Just got to find those mistakes that he might make once in a while. There's a mistake as he throws a high fastball. Head high to Gunnar. The count is 1-1. Come on, Gunnar. Pitch. That one's outside. 2-1. Come on, Charm City chat. It's the frickin' playoffs over here. First and third, 2 down. The 2-1 to Henderson. Swung on and fouled away, 2-2. Gunnar's only seen 3 fastballs and a cutter so far in the at-bat. Ragans has yet to throw the curve or the changeup, so careful with that off-speed pitch, Gunnar. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. It's the changeup. It's below the zone. He misses it. And Ragans is now up to 7 strikeouts through the first 5 innings. And the Orioles squander a major opportunity to finally get the lead. Oh, this dude's a tough pitcher. 7 strikeouts, no walks. The Orioles leave 2 men on. And we head to the 6th inning, still scoreless in Baltimore. Man, oh Shevitz. Man, oh Shevitz, folks. Hang in there now. Pitch count. Ragans through 5 innings has thrown 66. Burnes through 5 innings has only thrown 51. Barely 10 an inning for Burnes. So if that stays the way it is, then Burnes is probably good to pitch 1 extra inning versus Ragans. Do we have another person trying to become a Magic member and it's not working? I don't know. I don't know how. Does anybody in any of the mods know how to help this person? I can't become a member because I'm the guy. But normally you go into this area here. It should be in there somewhere. The little dollar bill sign there next to the emoji sign. And of course, folks, you can always just press a bunch of hearts like this. Spread some love in the Charm City chat. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Soren, we're pitching great. The defense has been phenomenal. Unfortunately, the offense, we've had a couple of chances to drive a run in, and we weren't able to do it. The last example was the toughest, as we had a runner at third base with less than 2 out, and we couldn't drive him in. Hey, folks, we've already gone well over 100 likes. We've got over 200 people here, though. So if you don't mind, folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Just tap that thumb at the bottom of your screen. We are underway now in the top of the 6th. And Corbin Burnes' first pitch here is ball 1 to Kyle Isbell. Next one is a curveball fouled at the plate, and the count is 1-1. 4 hits for Baltimore, just 2 for the Royals. Have any been extra base hits? Have they all been singles? I think so. This ball's popped up. Right center field, Mullins is going to drift in that area and make the catch. Just a lazy fly ball here for the first out in the top of the 6th. Corbin Burnes is still cruising. Oh, Mullins was a double. Thank you, David. Mullins with the double. Man, oh, man. And then that Urias had to stop at third. That's right. And then Urias had to stop at third. Gosh, darn it. Damn it. We should have gotten a run. Maikel Garcia at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. The 1-0 is off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, 2 balls close to leaving the yard for us. Here's a pitch fouled away. And then McCann striking out both times in RBI spots. Mullins is 2 for 2. Poor guy. Come on now, folks. Corbin's got to keep dealing. The 2-1 pitch just off the plate. 3-1. You cannot walk this guy. If you walk him, it's akin to giving up a double. He will steal off of Burnes. You got to throw him a strike. He's not too dangerous of a power hitter. There's a perfectly placed pitch, knee high on the outside corner to run the count full here on Maikel Garcia. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th, no score. In the first game of this wild card round. By the way, Houston's in the bottom of the 9th, still down 3-0. This pitch is fouled away, and we'll do it again. We will do it again. Another payoff. Hit in the air and fouled behind the plate. Still 3-2. Come on, Burnes. It's the number 9 hitter. Where's the put-away pitch? That's inside, and that's ball 4, and that is not what you want, folks. Maikel Garcia with 37 stolen bases on the season. That is among the league leaders. So, with that in mind, along with the Corbin Burnes holding base runners situation, this is probably not going to turn out well in terms of keeping that runner at first. Back to the top of the order, Michael Massey takes a look at a called strike on the outside edge. So Garcia stays put on the first pitch, and Burnes gets ahead quickly 0-1. 1 out, runner at first. Massey 1 for 2 with that base hit to begin the ball game. Here's a check on Garcia, and he is back safely. That's one of the stranger analogies I've ever read, but okay. The 0-1 pitch to Massey is off the plate, and there goes Garcia. Throw down on a bounce by McCann. It's late. Even if that ball was fielded cleanly, Garcia is likely successfully stealing this base. So there you go, folks. You walk him, it's a double. That's the problem. Now we need to get 2 outs here without letting this guy score. The season is slipping away. Last I checked, the postseason began about an hour and 15 minutes ago. How is the season slipping away? The postseason started an hour ago. It's a scoreless game, but the season is slipping away. Okay. The 2-1 pitch is swung on, and that is backhanded by Westburg nicely, and he will throw to first. A beautiful play by Westburg.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Garcia will get to third base, but there are 2 away now, and Westburg, I tell you what, I don't see Holiday making this play. No offense, Jackson. Maybe with a little more time and experience you can, but I'm happy to see Westburg at second base on a ball hit like that. 2 down, runner at third. And here's Bobby Witt Jr., and that is a base hit in the left, and the Royals have taken the lead. Bobby Witt Jr. does Bobby Witt Jr. things, and the Royals have shown us what it is that they do to win ball games. You get speed on, you steal a base, you get Bobby Witt Jr. up in an RBI spot, he delivers, and the Royals have a 1-0 lead. Chris, do you want to follow that up with I'm just kidding? Because if you aren't, I don't want you here in my chat. Honestly. Just go ahead and let me know. You joking? All right, well, you can maybe see why a joke like that might not go over well. All right. Bobby Witt Jr. at second base, 1 out. Excuse me, 2 out. Thankfully, Pasquantino is at the plate. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for ball 1. So another guy that's likely to get in the scoring position here, Bobby Witt Jr. He has, I believe, 33 steals on the season. And we've already checked on him twice now. So this seems like just a formality. By the way, the 211 hits by Witt this season, the most by a shortstop since Derek Jeter. The 1-0 is called a strike on the outside edge. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is throw down the... Oh, Bobby Witt, we nailed him! James McCann nails Bobby Witt. Where do you think you're going, city boy? Meep, meep. Bobby Witt Jr. is nailed. One of the toughest guys to get. McCann slaps the tag... Gunner slaps the tag down on a perfect throw from McCann. Bobby's not sure that he's out. They haven't gone to commercial yet. Are they going to challenge this? Doesn't appear they are. They're going to challenge this call. I did see that tip of the hand reach the base. It was bang, bang. But, folks, I don't see enough evidence to overturn this call. I mean, that angle, you see the glove on the hand, on the arm, but you can't see where the hand is. And from this angle, yeah, from that, yeah, he's out. He's out. There's no way they're winning this challenge. There's no way. They just lost their challenge. I almost feel like they did it because they just refused to believe that Bobby Witt Jr. can get thrown out. Folks, this is why I wanted James McCann in the lineup today, in case anybody was wondering. Not sure why this is taking so long to figure out here. Oh, is that right? You get 2 challenges in the playoffs? Okay, thank you, Shoeless Joe. I did not know that. The runner is indeed out. Bobby Witt Jr. is out, and this inning is over. Folks, we're going to the bottom of the sixth. The Royals have taken the lead on a RBI single by Witt. It's now time for us to get down to business. We've got a nice part of the order coming up here. It's going to be Westburg, Santander, and Mountcastle. Is that right? Coming up? Yes, sir. 2, 3, and 4 coming up. It's time, folks. Let's even it up. If not, let's take the lead. How about that, folks? By the way, we did throw out Bobby Witt Jr. earlier in the season. He had 2 stolen base attempts against us. We did nail him on one of them. All right, well, Spooky J, you're speaking in past tense, right? Let's worry more about future tense, and let's try to believe in this team that we can. Again, we're facing a tough pitcher here, okay? We can talk about how we haven't been able to get the runners in, but we've seen Ragans not even allow 4 hits through 5 innings to most teams. We've at least put some good at-bats together. We've hit the ball hard several times off of him. But against a pitcher of this quality, it's just, you got to get everything to work. We're one step away. We're one step away from cracking the code here. Vonnie, I just went over this. Westburg, Tony, and Mountie due up. Did you go to the bathroom on me, Vonnie? Not on me. I didn't mean did you go on me. That would, first of all, that would be logistically just impossible. But anyway, yeah, we've got some good batters coming up, Vonnie. We got some good batters coming up. It's not that kind of chat. All right. What is this? Why am I seeing... Okay, they're just previewing this. Get me back to my game. Okay, thank you. Here we go, folks. Westburg's up.
Well, West is that way.
And he looks at a changeup in the dirt for ball 1. All right, Jordan Westburg is going to prove to you guys right here and now why he should have led off the ball game as the leadoff hitter. He's leading off this inning. And let's treat it like that. Come on. Oh, he hits a ball into the air. There's not going to be enough on this. Heading toward the foul line is Melendez. He is at the foul line, and he makes the catch. Hard to tell whether or not that ball's officially fair or foul, but either way, the catch is made down the left field line for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 6th. God, we need a run, man. We need a run. Tony's up, folks.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
And the first pitch to him is a curveball way off the plate. It's pitches like that from Ragans that shows you that he's not exactly 100% on. That definitely wasn't his intent to throw a pitch that far outside. The 1-0 called a strike. Every borderline pitch is given to Ragans. All of them. The 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air by Tony with nothing on it. It's just barely into the outfield grass. The second baseman, Massey, makes the catch, and there's 2 down in the 6th. 71 pitches for Ragans, and he's going to be able to go 7 innings easily at this rate. The Orioles have got to dig down deep here for something. Ryan Mountcastle's up. 0 for 2. God, man. Another low and away pitch that he swings at, and the bat's not even within a foot of the baseball. Mountie, just worry about the inner half of the plate. Just leave it alone outside. And there it is. Inside pitch on the edge, 0-2. Ragans is just, he has an idea of exactly what to throw, and he's executing every pitch. He is executing every pitch right now. The 0-2, low. But it was intended to be. Everything's got intent with Ragans. He knows when to throw it in the zone. He knows when to throw it out of the zone. And get somebody to chase. 1-2 the count. Swung on and fouled away. Still 1-2. Come on, Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
1-0 Royals in the bottom of the 6th. 2 down, nobody on for Baltimore. The pitch swung on, and did Mountcastle foul it away? Don't show me this umpire cam when I can't even see what the hell happened. Apparently fouled away. 1-2 the count. Pitch. Swung on, fouled again. Folks, let's hang out over here. We're just going to hang here. 5 more to 2,300, by the way. That would be nice. Adley Rutschman's waiting on deck. The 1-2 is a breaking ball, grounded left side foul over by the camera well. Still 1-2. 78 pitches for Ragans. Unless the Orioles rally big here, he will probably get another full inning. And this ball's hit on the ground softly, but luckily it's going to fade into foul territory before it reaches first base. So Mountcastle stays alive in the at-bat. It'll make Ragans throw pitch number 80. And folks, just remember, if we can square up one baseball, we can tie this ball game. It's only 1-0. The 1-2. Oh, God. We can't have Mountcastle in the lineup tomorrow. That's for sure. Right-handed starter. Man, has he got a problem with low and away? Has he got a problem? I mean, it makes Eloy Jimenez's problem with low and away not look so bad. I mean, geez Louise. That was ugly. My goodness. Folks, it's the late innings. We're looking for our first run. 1-0 Kansas City as we head to the 7th. Well, I mean, tomorrow, David, I think you go Ryan O'Hearn against a right-handed pitcher. Ryan O'Hearn definitely going to be in the lineup. Unless you want to DH him and then have Rivera at first. But I'm thinking DH maybe Heston Kjerstad. Get that power lefty bat in there. Oh, for pinch hitting. Yeah, we'll see. Please, offense. Come on. Baltimore. All I've been thinking about since that series against the Rangers at the end of last season is this day, this moment, this chance to right our wrongs. Please get this offense going. We went out there. We got Corbin Burnes. We said, okay, our pitching needs to strengthen up if we're going to really take a serious stab at this. We got Burnes. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Come on with the bats. First, we got to get through another inning on the defensive side here. Top of the 7th with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino, 0 for 2 today, will lead it off. Burnes on the bump. He's on 70 pitches, and the first pitch here is low for ball 1. Next offering from Burnes, low and in. 2-0 the count. Folks, I can see over the shoulder of the batter when they cut to that camera angle. A lot of Oriole fans with their heads hanging kind of low right now. This ball's hit in the air to right field. Very high, but not far at all. Santander is going to come in about 5 or 6 steps and make the catch for the first out here in the top of the 7th. Probably 5 or 6 steps. It might have been 8. If it was 8, I'm sorry for being inaccurate, but it was probably 7. All right, Salvador Perez 0 for 2 today. Burnes is out of gas? What? This pitch is fouled away. How is he out of gas? How is Burnes out of gas? He's on 74 pitches. He's given up 1 run. And he gave it up to Bobby Witt Jr., who's going to finish second in the MVP voting. That's that's out of gas? Okay. 1-1 the count on Salvador Perez. And the pitch hit on the ground. Diving attempt by Urias, but it gets past him into the left field for a base hit. A 1-out single for Perez. But you'll take that. Now here's a guy that cannot run. Here's a guy Corbin Burnes does not have to worry about whatsoever when it comes to stealing a base. Hey, Zopfinator, there are places you can go for that if that's your thing. In fact, I think there's a whole category on some websites that offer that. Oh, double play. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yuli Gurriel at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. And the next one's hit on the ground. Gobbled up by Urias. Goes to second for 1. Westburg to first. 2. A double play. Get out of this inning, folks. Folks, it's 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. The offense needs to wake up. And when you wake up, I don't know about you, I like to smell some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, we've got 9 outs left to play with. We got to get this thing going. Hurry up. Hurry uppity up, up, up. Up and at 'em. Rise and shine. Early bird gets the win. Come on, folks. What the hell? We got to get this game moving now. Both teams with 4 hits. Neither team has made an error, but the Kansas City Royals right now have the advantage where it counts. A 1-0 lead. Come on, offense. This is our yard. In the mid of Utah Street. Apparently the song is a hit. Hey, Pocket Watch coming in with a message.
Message for you, son.
Pocket Watch doing double duty.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, Pocket Watch is a class act, a scholar and a gentleman. Not only sending in a super chat to show support, but using it as a way to leave a comment to invite everybody else to help out the channel in the various ways that you can. Thank you so much, Pocket Watch. Folks, hit the like button on that for him. Come on, nah. We still can't get there. 5 people, come on. What if I told you that if I can get to 2,300, we win this game? What if I told you the only reason we haven't scored yet is because we just can't get to 2,300? Folks, how many people are here? Just 3,500 people have tuned in. 239 people hanging out right now. There's no way in hell all of you are subscribed. There's just no way. There's one. All right. There's 2.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
It's free, folks. You won't regret it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, has Cole Ragans left the ballgame? Sam Long, a lefty, out in relief. Folks, we've gotten past Ragans. Let's go. Rutschman at the plate. I'm surprised they've gone to a lefty here and not made Adley turn around. I thought they'd switch it up and go to a righty, but they didn't. Next pitch to Rutschman's called a strike. Come on, Adley.
Let the clutch out gently.
1-1 the count. We've got other chats rolling in here. Cantankerous old fart checking in.
Message for you, son.
This pitch is off the plate. 2-1 on Adley Rutschman. Cantankerous, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Nothing to say, but thank you for the support. And then finally over here, and one more.
Message for you, son.
That pitch is way high. Very quickly, I'm sorry to make it quick, but thank you to Tails. I'm sorry. Orioles magic, it's not over till it's over. You're damn right. You're damn right. And we got Adley at the plate with a 3-1 count right now. Thank you for the super chat. He pops it up. Uppercut swing, right center field. And the catch is made by Isbell for out number 1. 1 down in the 7th. The Orioles can't get the leadoff man on. It is time for Colton Cowser now. Thanks again to I really don't know how to pronounce it. There's so many A's. The milkman's up. Takes a pitch low and away, ball 1. Cowser 1 for 2. Next pitch. That ball is popped up. Cowser slams his bat down. Again, a routine fly ball center field. Isbell's there. He makes the catch. And the Orioles are letting outs get away quickly here. 2 down in the 7th with the bases empty. And Ramon Urias coming up next.
I have a brother.
If it gets to Urseg in the 9th, man, oh man. I'm going to be so... God. The guy that I was screaming for us to go after because I knew everybody else had him under the radar. The Royals went and got him. Made him their closer. This pitch to Urias is up and away. Ramon has a base hit. 1 for 2. 2-0 the count. 1-0 Royals in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch hit on the ground, third base side. The shortstop, Jr., backhands on the outfield grass. A strong throw, and that's it. 7 shutout innings on our offense. Burnes has given up just the 1 run. Right now, this is just the nightmare I didn't want to see. The 1 run came in an inning involving their 2 fastest runners. Maikel Garcia with that walk. Stole a base to get to second, and then Bobby Witt Jr. drives him in with a 2-out knock. I mean, just exactly the thing I didn't want. And at the same time, it's only 1 run. Oh, my God. Please. Come on, folks. We need some magic. We need some magic here with 2 innings left to go. I need a lucky. Keep the spirits up, folks. It's okay if you're feeling nervous. It's okay if you're worried. Just don't be negative, okay? Don't give up on the team. No matter what happens tonight, this is a 3-game best-of-3 series. Every game's at home. Regardless, hang in there. Whoops. So that Brewers-Mets game, is that now underway, I think, for about the last 20 minutes? Is that right? Any score on that? In fact, I can send you guys over to that game. This would be a nice token of my gratitude to Pure Adrenaline Sports, because he's got a playoff game as well. The problem is, I don't know which of these two is his actual... Okay, it's this one. Okay. All right, folks, we're underway. Top of the 8th. Corbin Burnes is still out there in the 8th inning. He just threw his 79th pitch. It's ball 1 to MJ Melendez. And the next pitch is popped up. This should be an out. Cowser has to come in from left field and make the catch. 1 down in the 8th. What a pitching duel this is. And we're on the wrong side of it right now. One out in the 8th. Keegan Aiken is getting up in the Oriole bullpen. Here is Tommy Pham. He takes a called strike, bottom of the zone. Man, I really hope tomorrow's game, if nothing else, is going to be on my normal channel, because being behind the action really stinks. Here's a ground ball at third base side. Ramon Urias has it. Across the diamond in time, 2 away. Corbin Burnes is 1 out away from completing 8 innings, giving up just the 1 run on a 2-out single by Bobby Witt Jr. "82 pitches with 2 down in the 8th. Here is Vinny. Who's up here? That is Kyle Isbell, and the first pitch is lined right to Ryan Mountcastle at first, who makes the catch. This inning is over. Bottom of the 8th coming up, folks. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Ced Mullins is going to lead it off. He is 2 for 2. It'll be McCann and Gunnar to follow. Here we go. Burnes could come out in the 9th. He could. He very well could. That would be the first time this season, I believe. Yeah, the pitch count is fine. He could pitch. Oh, boy. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. For the love of God, make it happen. Yeah, so is there a score yet? Brewers and, or is that not yet underway? I thought it was on at 5:30. Isn't it 5:54 right now? This game is indeed flying. I mean, we're 1 hour and 40 minutes into this. 2-0 Brewers. Okay, thank you for the update, Colin. Bottom of the first. Wow, so they jumped up quick. Man, it's so tough for the Mets. A doubleheader, and then you're on a flight to Milwaukee playing, in the middle of the day. That is definitely going to be tough for the Mets. It would have been tough for any team. I mean, I'm sure the Braves are going to have it tough as well tonight. They got to go fly from Atlanta to San Diego after a doubleheader and play the next day. You don't see that happening in the regular season. Yeah, I do take offense. Get out of my chat. Take that negative energy and take it somewhere else, okay? Just ridiculous. Like, what do you plan on? What do you want with that? Here's said Mullins leading it off in the bottom of the 8th. He shows bunt and the pitch is low for ball 1. 1-0 game. Come on, said. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. That was a slider, top part of the zone. 2 for 2. Mullins has 2 of the 4 Oriole hits of the day. Urias has 1 and Cowser has the other. Oh, great. My stream just went into stagger mode. Not only am I behind in the game, and now I'm frozen. For the love of God. 1-1 pitch to Mullins, and I'm frozen right now. All right, I'm going to have to refresh. What is going on now? Mullins with a swing, and he hits a fly ball in the center field. Backing up is Isbell. He's got plenty of room to make the catch. 1 down in the 8th. Man, oh Shevitz. We're going to hang back out the subscreen again. Come on, we need a rally. Hey, we got -1 sub since last check. All right. I told you guys, we get to 2,300, we turn this thing around, but apparently nobody's interested. All right. What's going on with my stream? Come on now. What is going on here? Frozen again. I'm frozen. Could not. What? I'm out. I'm stuck. I'm officially stuck right now, and it's probably going to take me a couple of minutes to figure out a plan C, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? Hang in there, folks. Obviously, I'm not happy about this. Let's try this one.
Retired 9 in a row. So far, 4 up and 4 down against the
You don't want to hear that. All right. Emmanuel Rivera is at the plate to pinch hit for James McCann. Said Mullins made the first out. And it's an 0-1 count on the octopus, folks.
Release the Kraken.
Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emmanuel Rivera had the biggest offensive day of any Oriole this season. And the next to last game, or was it the last game? I think it was it Saturday or Sunday? 11 total bases, 2 home runs, a double. He drove in 3. He scored 3 times. He's got a 1-2 count here. Kris Bubic, by the way, another lefty reliever, is in for the Royals. Kris Bubic to begin this 8th inning. Sorry about that lack of information. This pitch is fouled back by Rivera. So here we go, folks. It's the bottom of the 8th. The Royals lead it 1-0. The Orioles at the plate with 1 out, nobody on. Emmanuel Rivera pinch hitting for James McCann. Kris Bubic out in relief. It's the 3rd lefty for the Royals tonight. It's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and a tapper to short. Bobby Witt Jr. will throw out Rivera 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
1 more to 23 hundo. Gunnar Henderson, folks. He's kind of due for a big hit. I got to be honest. Pitch off the plate outside by Bubic for ball 1. $23 hundo. Swing and a foul ball at the plate by Gunnar Henderson. The count is 1-1. Thank you so much, folks. Now, don't worry. There's a very good chance somebody will unsub and make it say $22.99 again. It happens more often than not because people like to have fun. But I'm happy to see that number. Thank you for your support. We got a 1-1 count on Gunnar Henderson here. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. Let's see if 2,300 is the difference in turning this damn game around. 2 down, nobody on in the 8th inning, folks. Gunnar Henderson with a 1-2 count. And there you go. It's almost like I know exactly what's going to happen. This pitch is off the plate. And the count runs full. Or maybe not. I'm still seeing 2-2 on the board here. I thought it was already 2-2. Don't freeze on me again. For the love of God. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me here. It's the Gunnar. Come on. Did Gunnar just get ball 4? Gunnar Henderson's walking to first base. It looks like ball 4, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Oh, we've lost 2 people. Now we've lost 2. You see, folks? You see how this works? Every single time. Every single time. Jordan Westburg is up, folks. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1. Come on, Westy.
Well, West is that way.
If there's a guy that knows how to deliver a little bit of 2-out magic, it's this guy, Jordan Westburg. 2 out, runner at first. A base hit in the gap should tie the ball game. That pitch is in the dirt. A changeup from Bubic. 2-0 the count, folks. Two and 0 the count. Speed on the base. And a good contact hitter at the plate. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. What are you swinging at, Westburg? A changeup low and away on 2-0. 2-1 now. The pitch. Swung on, up the middle. Base hit center field. Gunnar Henderson will have to stop at second. Kyle Isbell, the center fielder, maybe just 20 feet away from the second base bag as he fields it. It does keep the line moving, but we're going to need one more hit here. Jordan Westburg. Professional hitter. Folks, Tony is due up. This could be our moment.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
My game is freezing on me again. Why are you doing that? Why are you torturing me like this? Why are you torturing me? Why? Bubic is going to leave, and for the first time today, the Royals are going to bring in a right-hander. And the Oriole fans right now are absolutely making noise at the yard. I can't hear it, but you can just tell they're on their feet. The yard is rocking. We are ready. Let's get back into this ball game, folks. Call to the bullpen for... Not very often you see a team go to the bullpen to bring in a new pitcher for Santander, the switch hitter. But that is exactly what they're going to try to do here. Meanwhile, while there's a break in the action, I'm going to try and see if another stream works better, because this one keeps on. It just keeps on staggering for me here. Let's try this one.
Bathroom, all our laundry. You just pick a date, pick a cleaner,
Laundry.
and enjoy a spot.
All right. See, it's doing the same thing here. All right, we'll try it here. Let's see. Oh, wait, I've got two up. Which one is before the other? Okay, this one seems to be before the other. Okay, I'll leave this one up. But now this one's staggering. God, come on. Just give me a nice clean stream, please. Oh, for the love of God. All right, folks, we'll head back over here for a sec so you can get caught up on all the stuff here. As you can see, it's 1-0 Kansas City. That run came in the 6th. Okay, we're back. Tony's at the plate. Let's go. Here we go. First pitch inside. It's Urseg, folks. The Royals have brought out their closer here in the 8th inning. Lucas Urseg on the mound. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch swung on, and that is a dribbler to short. Witt Jr. will throw to first in time, and this inning is over. They've gone straight to the closer. He gets the final out in the 8th, and we're going to have to do a 9th inning rally, or we're going to lose game 1. 9th inning coming up. 1-0 Kansas City. Man, oh, Shevitz. Tony made the final out. That means in the 9th inning, the guys that are going to be due up is Mountcastle, Rutschman, and Kalzer. And I'm telling you right now, we might need a pinch hit for Mountie. I would probably use Kerstad or no, O'Hearn. I would use Ryan O'Hearn because he can just, if the game were to continue, he can just take over at first base. But the way Mountcastle's looked at the plate tonight, we can't have him leading off in the 9th. Bring in the lefty O'Hearn, then you got Adley, and then Kalzer. So 3 guys from the left-hand side. Colin, you asking how it got to be 1-0? It was a 2-out single in the 6th inning by Bobby Witt Jr. Just one little mini rally, and it all began with a leadoff walk to the number 9 hitter, Maikel Garcia, who, again, you just can't walk a guy like that. The guy has no pop. He's not a dangerous hitter. He's a dangerous runner. To walk him is just the worst thing you can do. And that's what happened. I think that's Burnes' only walk as well. It is. It's his only walk. And right now it's the difference in the ball game. Man, oh, Shevitz. Please don't let it end like this. Please don't let it end like this. All right. Pull Burnes. Didn't he scream that in the 8th inning? And didn't he pitch the 8th fine? All right. Top of the 9th. Maikel, who is this? Maikel Garcia at the plate. And first pitch is hit on the ground and through on the left side, a base hit. So there he is again on base. With Burnes out there. I mean, I would take Burnes out right now just to help control the run game. Honestly. We got a lefty coming up to hit? We do. Bring a lefty out right now. We got a left-handed batter coming up, and a lefty pitcher is going to be a better bet to help keep that runner at first. Burnes needs. Here comes Brandon Hyde, and that's it. We're going to the bullpen. We're probably bringing in a lefty and doing all the things that I'm talking about. Burnes gets a standing ovation. It is a very frustrating day for him. He leaves the game currently on the shelf for the loss, despite going 8 innings of 1-run ball, plus 1 batter in the 9th. Call to the bullpen. Keegan Aiken is going to come out. I know, Jeffrey. I know the Yankees fear us. I know. We're tripping over ourselves right now, though. I know Ragans is good. But man, oh man, we had a couple of chances, man. Ah, boy. What, you think singing the song is going to help? One more time. Yeah, see, Erica heard it already. She didn't follow up with, I heard it. It was great. Just, I heard it. Please don't. I heard it. Erica. Erica, is there any way you could just teleport yourself right now to the clubhouse and maybe, give a helping hand to some of our players, if you know what I mean? We need a helping hand, Erica. Or 2, if you're talented. I tell you what. Ah, boy. Hey, the Mets just got a RBI double, and they are ahead. The Mets have taken a 3-2 lead over the Brewers. All right, here we go. Massey, the batter, Keegan Aiken on, and first pitch is popped straight up. We're going to get the first out of the 9th here on the infield. Jordan Westburg, second baseman with the catch. So Garcia, the fast runner at first, remains at first base. There's 1 out. And one more time, we got to figure out how to get out Bobby Witt Jr. Now, you might say to yourself, a lefty against Bobby Witt Jr., uh-oh. But don't worry. He hits lefties and righties equally well. It doesn't really matter. That's a perfect pitch, by the way, by Aiken on this first pitch. On the outside corner at the knees for called strike 1. This next pitch is foul back. So quickly 0-2 on Bobby Witt Jr. here in the top of the 9th. 1 out runner at first. I can see an Oriole fan, a young lady with her head straight down looking at her phone because she's texting someone. Why are you here? Swing and a foul ball. The at-bat continues. Next pitch from Aiken is up and in. The count now is, what is it? I can't tell because this thing is blocking the screen. I can't read the count now. I'm being blocked. I think it's 1-2. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate off of the foot of Witt. It should still be a ball and 2 strikes. Aiken blows on his fingertips. Runner at first, 1 out. 1-2 the count on Bobby Witt Jr. And the pitch. Swung on, hit to right. Santander is right there. He's playing deep and just a step or two in front of the track. He makes the catch. 2 away. Bobby Witt Jr. is retired. Vinny Pasquantino will get his 4th trip to the plate. I mean, folks, if I'm reading this right, the Orioles have faced 3 batters over the minimum. And if the score does not change, we're going to lose to a team whose offense has only had 3 batters over the minimum. It's just the 4th time through the order here in the 9th, with 2 down and the number 3 hitter up now. Here's a check on Garcia at first. And I know who the 3 base runners are. They're Garcia, who came in to score. Witt, who got the hit. And then Garcia again standing there at first base. Oh, wait, no, Witt got thrown out. I guess there was somebody else. Either way, folks, the pitching, the defense, doing its job as well as you could ask for. And yet here we are, needing a 9th inning rally to get a win here. There's a called strike and a throw down to second base, and Garcia's going to be safe. This ball, Adley Rutschman now doing the catching. Thrown to the third base side of the bag. Otherwise, there might have been a chance here to get Garcia. He is back in the scoring position again. 2nd stolen base of the night. And there's 2 down in the inning here. Apparently we're challenging this call. Wow. I guess at this stage of the ball game, we're just going to throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. I didn't see anything that looked like we got him out, but you never know. Maybe his, oh, you know what? There's a slide. Maybe his foot came off the bag. Maybe a part of him came off the bag. I'll tell you one thing Gunnar needs to do is when he applies tags, he needs to keep that glove there. Don't just take it away until that base runner is all set and, you know, still at the bag. Erica is saying publicly, folks, that nothing is better than me, including Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holiday. Erica has put me at the top of the list. Thank you, Erica. That is an honor. So we lose the challenge. No surprise. Pasquantino is up to hit, and he takes low. And that makes the count now 3-1. I can't read the damn pitch count now because there's a graphic that's blocking it. Next pitch is popped up right field side, but going to go into the stands. The count is now full on Pasquantino. Salvador Perez, the right-hander on deck. You don't want to have to face him with the lefty Aiken out there. That is a bad matchup. We need to get a righty out there for him if necessary. Let's get this out. Pitch. Low. Ball 4. Pasquantino draws a walk, first and second with 2 down now for the Royals, and that will get Sally Perez up to the plate. And Brandon Hyde's coming out. There you go. Got to put a righty in here for this. Let's see who we go to. Another call to the bullpen, folks. Edward, no. Whoever finishes the inning prior to any sort of turnaround and score, that's who gets the win. In fact, there have been cases in baseball history where a pitcher has come out into a situation like this and with a runner on base without even throwing a pitch to a batter, picked off the runner, got the final out. The team went on to score in the next half inning, and that pitcher, without even throwing a pitch, gets the win. Baseball's funny like that. I hope so, Timothus. I hope so. Right now, we just need the opportunity. The one thing I'm hoping is that Lucas Erceg is not used to taking a seat and coming back out to pitch a next inning. Erceg is 11 for 13 in save situations since being traded to the Royals at the deadline. The guy I wanted. You know what? I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope the guy I wanted craps the bed here in the ninth, and then I can go, well, that just shows you how little I know. Sir Anthony Dominguez is the man coming on to try to get the final out here in the ninth. Sir Anthony, Knight of the Orange Table, has not had too good of a September for us. August wasn't so bad until he gave up those walk-off homers against the Mets, and ever since then, it's been as many bad outings as good, if not more. First pitch to Perez is fouled away. Salvador Perez 1 for 3 today. A single. It is a long inning, and it should have some kind of impact on Erceg, you would think. This ball is tapped foul at the plate. 0-2 the count. 0-2 the count. Again, with Rutschman now doing the catching, the Orioles have lost the DH. So James McCann's spot in the order right now is actually Sir Anthony Dominguez's spot in the order. Obviously, if we can get to that part of the order again, we will pinch hit. But yeah, the DH is gone. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, I believe, by Sir Anthony that broke off the plate outside.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We go to the bottom of the ninth. Baltimore! One friggin' run! One! Give me one! One run! Give me one run! Please! Come on, boys! We're at home! It's a best of 3. Dropping game 1 is really, really tough to come back from. I know we can still do it. 2 games at home, but come on. Burnes pitched his guts out. The defense has been phenomenal. Just give me one run through 9 innings. And we can turn this thing around. Come on, folks. Please. Did I mention we're playing in our house? Huh? Did I mention that? Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest. And Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burnes paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Our house in the mid of Utah Street. Our house in the mid of Utah. Our house, we have a ball. There's always something splashing up near our big-ass left field wall. BW's on the call. Careful, he might sing again and ruin it for all. A house in the middle of Utah Street. A house in the middle of Utah. And I remember every time seeing Noah catch a ball with his own hat. What the hell was that? That's insane. In the membrane. And I remember said, getting called a bum by someone here in Charm City, chat. You better take that back. A house. All right, folks. That's it. It's time. It's the bottom of the ninth. Ryan O'Hearn is up to pinch hit. I called that too.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Here we go. Ryan O'Hearn on to pinch hit for Ryan Mountcastle. Lucas Urseg back out there on the mound. He only threw 2 pitches to get the final out in the 8th. Let's hope sitting on that dugout for about 15 minutes or so is a problem. First pitch, I'll tell you what, that's a problem. That ball was way off the plate, up and away for ball 1. Ryan O'Hearn, he had 2 homers over the weekend. He gets a fastball right down the middle. He took a cut but fouls it right straight back to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jay, try to keep the cursing down, okay, buddy? This pitch is off the plate, folks. Off of the plate, folks. We need a run. We need a run. The pitch. Inside. 3 balls on O'Hearn. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count has gone full. We are in the bottom of the 9th. Ryan O'Hearn pinch hitting, leading it off. Full count against Lucas Urseg. Adley Rutschman on deck. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
From here on out, it's the subscreen, folks. I'm rubbing the hat. I'm diddling the subscreen. Let's go, folks. Leadoff man on. Pinch run Holiday or something. Come on. Get our fastest guy out there. That run means everything. Adley Rutschman at the plate.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch is outside, ball 1. Urseg's command has lost. And it just might be that rest on the dugout bench. The crowd is feeling it. Tying run at first base, nobody out. The pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Is O'Hearn running? Gosh, we got no way to let Jackson run and then figure out a way to get the defense straightened out. Oh, man. We're going to have a meeting on the mound. The catcher is going to come out and have a talk. My goodness, folks. Mound meeting. Rutschman. It has not been a great season for him. He did start the All-Star game, but pretty much ever since then, it has been a tough couple of months for this guy. But he's got a chance right here and now to make it all better. 0 for 3 tonight. Here we go. The pitch. He takes a 100-mile-an-hour heater. Knee high for strike 1. So we got a 2-1 count. Is that right? 2-1 on Rutschman. Runner at first, nobody out. Next pitch. High fastball fouled away. Again, 100 miles an hour. Folks, that's 100 miles an hour we could have traded for a bag of donuts. Adley has seen 3 heaters at 99 or higher and 1 changeup at 92 in the first 4 pitches. Here comes the 2-2. Oh, he got a piece and stays alive. That pitch was outside, but Adley thought too close to take, and he fouls it away. It's still 2-2, folks. Come on now. Urseg with a check on the runner at first. The pitch. Get your ass out of my face, Blue! God damn it! Fuck! One out. Kowser's up. Pitch. Taken for a strike. Come on, Colton. We're going to have to figure out a way anyway. Tying run in first base. 1 out in the 9th. Pitch from Urseg. Swung on, hit straight up. Not going to do it. Shallow center. Isbell makes the catch. We're down to our final out. And I don't know where the hell we are with it's Ramon Urias due up. Heston Kjerstad is going to pinch hit. Silent J, folks. Our last hope. Our last hope in a meeting on the mound for the Royals. Last time Kjerstad swung a baseball bat, he hit a home run out there in Minnesota on the final game of the season. That's what he did in his last at-bat. If he were to do it here, we would walk it off. If he can find a gap, we can tie it up. But we have got to square up a baseball right here, right now. Here we go. First pitch, swung on and missed on a breaking ball. 0-1 the count. Lock in, Heston. Lock in. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled straight back. Kjerstad just didn't quite get that one squared up. We are down to our final strike. In a game where we've only given up 1 run. The 0-2 pitch to Kjerstad. Swung on, hit hard, but foul, third base side. It was a good swing by Kjerstad on an 0-2 pitch. He went with the pitch. It was hit hard, but he just couldn't keep it in fair territory. Everybody's on their feet here. 2 strikes on Kjerstad. Here's a check on the runner. O'Hearn is back. I don't know why we didn't just let Holiday pinch run and think about trying to get him in the scoring position. I don't know, but if we can't get a hit, it won't really matter. Let's get a hit. Come on, Heston. Another 0-2 pitch. Taken. A pitch in the dirt. Perez does a nice job to keep it in front of him. Otherwise, we could have had that runner in scoring position right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. Tying run at first. Kjerstad at the plate. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, foul right-hand side. and Kjerstad is hanging in there. Come on, Urseg. Just throw us one hittable pitch. You had that time off. You're up to 22 pitches right now, which I'm sure for you is getting near the end of the line. Make one mistake, buddy. Come on, the pitch. Outside, Kjerstad swings at it, and this ball game is over. The Orioles drop the first game of this 3-game series. We are already on the brink of elimination. We cannot lose. That's it. We had one chance to not win, and that was it. Now we got to go out there and win 2 in a row. A 1-0 Kansas City Royals win. An absolute heartbreak of a result here in Baltimore. The bats simply could not get it going. We had 2 chances to get a run in. One in particular that really hurt. James McCann unable to get it done in a couple of big RBI spots, but I can't put all the blame on him. This team was only able to muster 5 hits. I believe only one of them was for extra bases. That's Sed Mullins' double. And drawing walks, were we even able to do that much? 2. And that came late in the ball game. I mean, folks, that is not what you want to see. That is a very, very difficult result for me to digest right now. Such a long journey to get to this stage, and now we are on the brink. We have got to come back strong tomorrow and tie this up. I mean, we have to, or else it's over. We win tomorrow, or see ya in March. Man, oh Shevitz. Don't do your boy like this. Final score, Kansas City 1, Baltimore 0. The Royals with a 1-0 lead here in this best-of-3 wildcard round. Let's take a look at tomorrow's start time and pitching matchup. Folks, I know you guys feel like shit. I feel like shit. Just really frustrating. So frustrating. We have yet to announce Zach Eflin as the starter tomorrow, but you can set your watch to it. Zach Eflin will be on the mound with Seth Lugo. Again, another pitcher that is not easy. Is he one of those dominant headline-grabbing pitchers that makes the covers of the video games and what have you? No, but he has had a very, very good season. And this offense has to figure something out because, yeah, we're going to see another good pitcher tomorrow. This is not going to work. You can't win if you don't score. Sorry to break that pearl of wisdom on you, folks. All right, so tomorrow's start time is actually going to be bumped up by about 25 minutes. According to this, first pitch is going to be at 4:30 p.m. I'll be on the air then at 4:15. I'm going to go on 15 minutes early so we can try and talk about some stuff before we get going in this ballgame. And this ballgame flew by, too. I mean, the last couple of innings, it kind of drug out there. But, man, the first 7 innings or so took about an hour and a half. Yeah, that was rough, folks. Seth Lugo versus Zach Eflin tomorrow. Folks, is there anything you guys got on your mind? If you want to mention me or something, anything you want to bring up. Otherwise, I'm feeling miserable. I'm going to send you guys on over to the Mets and Brewers game. The Mets have the lead right now, so the mood in that chat should be nice, but I'm not sure if any of you are going to be in the mood to hang out. Jeez. Sorry, folks. You're welcome for those saying thank you for the call. It's my pleasure to do it. And it's part of what I signed up for, is to know that there's going to be situations like this where I am absolutely devastated. But I got to come back to you guys tomorrow and treat this the same way I treated like today. We are in the postseason. We are at home. And this shit ain't over. And until it is, I'm not giving up. Yeah, I feel dejected. I'm a normal human being. All right? It's probably going to take some time to get that out of my system. But folks, once the sun rises tomorrow, put that all out of your mind. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow, if we come up in the first inning and we go down 1-2-3, you're going to be like, God, our offense is just not going to be there. You just hang in there, okay? Hang in there. 11% chance? According to who, Pocket? I call foul on that. You mean to tell me we lose game 1 and we only have a 1 in 9 chance of coming back? I don't buy it. I don't buy that at all. If you want to say it's like a 30% chance, that's fine. 11? No. I'm sure you got... That's what they said on TV. Well, yeah, they say a lot on TV. Ben McDonald read the stat. Well, I don't blame Ben McDonald for reading something put in front of him, but whoever comes up with that stat can kiss my ass. 11%. Everybody's got to break something down to a probability percentage. Folks, this thing right here, it's bullshit. All right? First of all, if we're meant to win this, according to this analytic, then the series will be tied at 1, which means what's our percentage of winning once we're tied back at 1? Better than 11%, I hope. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Just another way to work people up into a frenzy. Don't worry about that stuff, folks. Worry about our offense just showing up tomorrow. It has to. Westburg had a nice hit tonight. Damn it, I wish he would have been leading off. I'm not saying that would have made a difference. And it's so unfortunate that the two biggest spots in the game where we needed to drive in a run, yes, James McCann was swinging a hot bat there at the end of the season for us, and I wanted them in there for defensive purposes, and that paid off. We nailed Bobby Witt Jr. on the bases. That was great. But you just kind of wish in a spot where you got a runner at third and less than 2 out that you had somebody at the plate that was a little bit better and dependable at just hitting a fly ball somewhere. It was Mullins at third. It was said Mullins at third base. I mean, a routine medium depth fly ball, and it's a 1-1 ball game. And we just couldn't do it. All right, folks, let me get you on over to the Mets game. So sorry again for this result. Yeah. I'm down, but I'm not out. I wish I could, because what I'd love to do is give you guys a pep talk, but it's going to sound disingenuous because I feel dejected right now. But what I'm telling you right now, and I've already said it, I'm just wanting to drive the point home before I sign off. This series is not over. This team is good enough to come back from this. The offense obviously has to pick it up. If we don't, we're out. But we got to hope that they do it tomorrow. Some way, somehow. Show me something for this city. Show me the crowd going crazy out there. Show me the splash zone getting wet. Please, we got shut out. Got to do better tomorrow. We got to win tomorrow. We got to win with swagger tomorrow. With swagger, I tell you. All right, folks. That's going to do it for me. Thanks to everybody in the Charm City chat for hanging out. To the mods who do great work here. I think we had maybe one Magic member pop up. We had some super chats as well. Thank you for all your support to help out the channel financially with those sorts of donations. And thanks to everybody else for just picking here to hang out and watch the ball game with me. I wish it was a better time. We had a song. Things really started off nicely at the very beginning. But it's playoff baseball, folks. It's either euphoria or misery. There's no in between. Today was misery. Tomorrow, it could be euphoria. Hang in there. Let's even this series up. It is 5:45 a.m. I guess this means I'm supposed to go get some breakfast or start my day. So that's going to do it for me, folks. Until tomorrow, I hope you have a good rest of your day, regardless of this result. Try to find some joy somewhere else in your day and get your mind off of this for now. Come back tomorrow. Be strong, okay? I'm asking you to be strong tomorrow because if we lose tomorrow, it's over. All right? We got the rest of the damn 4 months or whatever to moan about it. All I'm asking is that you guys come back strong. And even if we get down early or something, just don't give up until it's the final out of the season. That is the way we got to do it. This game can humble you, that's for sure. But it can also pleasantly surprise you with a little bit of magic. And that's what we're going to go for tomorrow. Okay, folks? I think that's my 25th attempt at trying to sign off. I just don't know what else to say. I feel like as soon as I click everything off and I'm left here alone with a sun not yet rising, that I'm just going to get lost in my own thoughts. I guess that's why I'm stalling for time. But, yeah, I do need to sign off. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. This has been the Bird Watcher. I'm sending on right now to Pure Adrenaline Sports. Please say hi to him. I may or may not say hi myself. My mood isn't exactly great. But he's got a big playoff game going on over there. And we like to scratch each other's backs, help out each other's channels. So sending on over there to Pure Adrenaline Sports, Mets versus Brewers. Until tomorrow, folks, keep your head held high. This has been the Bird Watcher, and I'll chirp at you later. See you later, everybody.